Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, class 9th biology, chapter number 2, solving a biological problem की नेक्स्ट डिस्कशन का आगाज़ आज हम करेंगे। इससे पहले हम मलेरिया टॉपिक को डिस्कस कर रहे थे, आज भी हम उसी को कंटिन्यू करेंगे। जो पेज आपके सामने मौजूद है, इसमें जो पहला क्वेश्चन इंडिकेट किया गया है, दैट इज़ AFA King's observations. What were AFA King's observations about malaria? AFA King's observations were people who slept outdoors were more likely to get malaria than those who slept indoors. And the people who slept under fine nets were less likely to get malaria than those who did not get such nets. And the last one, individuals who slept near a smoky fire did not get malaria. So these three observations were made by AFA King. The next question is about King's hypothesis. Mosquitoes transmit plasmodium and so are involved in the spread of malaria. And the last one is about deduction of King, and that is plasmodium should be present in mosquitoes, and a mosquito can get plasmodium by biting a malarial patient. Some of the MCQs are: when AFA King gave his observations, it was in 1883. How many observations were made by King? These were 20 observations. And mosquitoes transmit plasmodium, or mosquitoes are involved in the spread of malaria. Plasmodium should be present in mosquitoes, and a mosquito can get plasmodium by biting a malarial patient. Our next topic is Ronald Ross experiment. What was the work of Ronald Ross? Ronald Ross, a British army physician working in India in 1880s, performed some experiments, and these experiments were about malaria. The next question is, which mosquito spread malaria in human and which mosquito spread malaria in animals? Female anopheles in human and female culex in animals. And the next question is, why Ross used sparrows in his experiments? Ross used sparrows. Why? Because scientists avoid using human beings for experiments when results can be so serious. So Ross used sparrows in his experiments. The MCQs which can be selected from this page is the first one in the block. Quinine was the first effective remedy for malaria from 17th to 20th century. From 17th to 20th century. Ross performed his experiments in 1880s. Anopheles mosquito spread malaria in human. Culex mosquitoes spread malaria in animals. Ross used sparrows. The next question is about the work of Italian biologist with reference to malaria. What was the work of Italian biologist with reference to malaria? Another question on this page is about Aedes mosquito, which spread malaria which spread dengue fever. And there is a last question on the bottom of this page. So we discussed malaria as a whole. In the next topic we shall discuss the next topics of this chapter. Till then, Allah Hafiz.